a minute, but first, here's the moment when he got the bad news.
Once again, in no particular order, the third act going into the finals is Josh Krajic. Josh, congratulations, you're in the final. Well done, sir. We'll see you next week. Marcus, how are you feeling?
I feel the sad, Steve.
Because I like you and I don't want you to go.
Oh, good, man. Go see me later, man. It's not over. Just trust me. This is not the last time you will see Marcus Canty.
And true to his word, not the last time we see him. Congratulations. Hard to watch. Come on, Homer.
It's not hard to watch, you know. It was an exciting moment for me.
And, you know, by the way, I'm sitting there last night watching this, and I'm thinking, you're number 4 out of all these hundreds of thousands of people who went on, right? I mean, come on. You got a great career ahead of you.
I mean, look, I'm on
Miss Dorothy.
I'm on good damn late with you guys.
Oh, look at that. Smooth already. Look at that.
You already, you
gorgeous.
Look at the jacket. I like the jacket, the embroidery, and the
jacket's smooth.
You're right here.
Oh, so I can
You
just
can sit wherever you want.
Yeah, no, we have the Glam Squad here.
This is Lotto. You should.
Yeah, those are great.
I'm gonna hook you up.
Oh, that would be nice.
Nice.
He likes you already. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay, so what happens like the moment the TV cameras go away?
I go back to, I mean, I'm the same, you know, no matter if I'm on camera or off camera, I'm the same, you know, I'm always positive backstage. I try to keep everybody positive, you know.
Well, that was the thing Simon said about you, that he liked you so much, even though he said you didn't sulk, just because you'd been in the bottom 2.
Yeah, you really
and he said your performance was grotesque. That must have been hard to hear.
I don't think it's him particularly. It's more the stuff around you.
Yeah, I guess that's what I mean, but I liked it though. You know, it was a show. You know, if someone goes to see a concert, you know, they're going to want to see all that excitement and everything on the show, you know. So
Like Lady Gaga, she was on the show.
Listen, my wife said that last night watching. We watched it on DVR because and she said she loved the upbeat tempo of that George Michael song. She goes, I would work out to that song. See, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what the money is.
That's it.
Yeah, we'll do a workout video. That's what we'll do. Come on, there we go. Monetize, monetize, monetize.
That's what I'm talking about. You can be in my sitcom.
You give me the kicks and I'll get the iTunes.
You're going to do a sitcom.
I want to do a sitcom. I don't know who's going to help me out, but I want to do a sitcom. I did acting before, and I want to do a sitcom.
So Tony, you said, what, he can play your white brother? What's he going to do?
Yeah, he's going to be my, no, he's going to be my dad.
Oh,
You see that?
that.
You see that? And I'm going to have an African-American mom. You're my dad.
Beautiful.
I like that.
Go.
Who would like to audition for the African-American mom?
No, the girlfriend. Oh, I want to do
The girlfriend.
Hands away, seriously. You know what I mean? And I know the Wayans brothers, we could possibly have this work out.
You see what I'm saying?
This could work.
Absolutely.
Now, you know, we always say when you get off these shows, people know your name. You know, you've made a name for yourself.
Yeah.
Everyone knows who you are.
Yeah.
L.A. Reid loves you. So, next step. Let's say the sitcom doesn't happen. We're singing. We're still singing, right?
The sitcom will happen, but you know, at the same time, you know, yes, I'm gonna keep singing. I'm gonna keep performing. You know, no matter what happens, you know, I always. I told L.A. Reid, you know, I want to perform until my wheels fall off. You know, I'll do this until I'm 80 years old. You know, I love entertaining. I love performing. I love a crowd, and you know, the embracing.
You get energized off.
I get energized. I get so excited, especially on TV. I got so excited each performance. You know, performing in front of a live audience, like it was crazy.
L.A. Reid is a cool dude.
Yes, it's smooth.
Now, what were the last 2 weeks like when you're there with Drew and there are tears, and then you're there with Rachel and she's on the floor and there are tears?
I mean, number one, Drew and Rachel, you know, they'll tell you, I treated them like my little sisters, you know. I was like, look.
Rachel said that.
Yeah.
You could tell you wanted to go over to her when she went down on the floor and they wouldn't let you get her.
I know, she pushed you.
I think it was a timing issue, you know. He's trying to get in time, but you know, I definitely tried to console Rachel, you know, because I didn't want to see Rachel cry, and I definitely didn't want to be right there beside her singing against her. I mean, first of all, I told her there, I said, girl, you just outsang me tonight. I said, you just outsang me. You know, but you know, the American vote.
So this fascinates me. You guys all come from obscurity. Like when I was 13 to 18, I was working at Burger King. It was a nightmare. You know, pimples and horrible frizzy hair. Anyway, no, and I wasn't in front of millions of people performing with the confidence of a Beyonce. Where in the hell does this come from for you guys? Has it always been in you?
You know what's crazy? My mom would say, she said to me, she said, look, you know what? Marcus was shy. I was a shy kid. I was the type of kid where I wouldn't say much. I would sit back, I wouldn't say anything.
You're the kid in the corner at the birthday party.
Yeah, literally. You know, looking at everybody else play like, can I get a toy?
But you get on stage.
Yeah, I didn't sing though. I sang around the house, but you know, my mom didn't pay any attention to me. It was like a cute little kid.
How do you know that you're good enough to even do something like this?
I mean, it was one day we was in a line, you know, at a fast food restaurant, and my mom is a singer too, you know. So she was singing. She was on to a gig and she had to sing, and I said, "Mommy," I said, "No, Mommy, it goes like this," and I sang it back to her. And she says, "Wait a minute, sing that again." So when I sang it again, she was like, "You got something." So then she just started getting me involved. She didn't force it on me. It was just more so like,
she got me involved. Come to this gig with me and you sing.
Yeah, you come on and
a lot of great performers are very shy. I mean, Janet Jackson, she's very shy. If you talk to her, first time I ever met her, she's really shy.
Wow.
Eddie Vedder, Pearl Jam, very shy.
Wow.
But they step on that. I was next to Eddie Vedder when he went Lollapalooza tour. He's talking really. First time I met him, and he went on stage. Bam! And that's kind of like you. You go on stage.
But
bam.
I don't think you're shy.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I'm not shy. I mean, I got used to this now. I like being here. I might can stay here for.
You could actually fill in for Tony.
I think I should fill in for Tony. I think
I'll
so.
switch seats here.
You know, this is the hot seat right
here. There you go.
This is the hot seat.
I'm done next week. There you go.
Right?
We're back live. We'll deal with that.
There you go.
Maybe you need a morning show.
See?
Wait a second.
You gotta get up early though.
Yes, I can see it happening.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, yes, I may be old enough to be your
No,
mom.
the hot girlfriend.
Okay, yeah, the hot older girlfriend. I like that. Sure, I'll try to play.
Marcus, have you seen the heels?
Yeah, I got good kicks.
Right?
Oh, that was very James Brown.
You just
Fantastic.
you just passed the audition.
I just passed my first audition. I tried to come too.
So here, we're going to commercial break.
Yeah, why don't you
So why don't you read the tease? Kenneth Branagh.
Okay, where is it?
Right there.
right over here?
Oh, this one, over here.
Yeah, that's okay, man.
Kenneth Branagh is receiving a lot of acclaim for his work in My Week with Marilyn.
Beautiful.